What's up, my crypto legends? We knew in advance that this was a high probability scenario where the price of Bitcoin was going to start dropping from the $30,000 range. A video posted in late April, weeks in advance, that we were likely going to correct down to these price levels that we are currently trading at, and we could go lower. We are at a critical support range that I'm going to explain in this video. We'll be talking about the major levels that we do have on Bitcoin. Of course, we are trading the market as well in the Legends trading community, where yesterday we were very much aware of that drop of $27,300 range to go all the way down to $26,600 area and potentially lower. Guys, feel free to join the Legends trading community where I post the different Bitcoin scenarios every single day. In today's episode though, we are going to talk about the macro levels. We'll be also zooming in on the lower time frames to take a look at the high probability scenarios, and also checking out the DXY, guys, because the DXY is absolutely exploding, finally completing here halfway this double bottom scenario, and we are at the risk of the bump and run reversal pattern that could absolutely explode the DXY in the next coming weeks. Guys, I'll be going through the short trade scenario, of course, that I did re-enter on the $27,300 range, guys, in this episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. Let's dive in here straight into the chart of Bitcoin, looking at the 12 hourly, looking at the macro. We were very much aware of this range being a lower high here when we were taking a look at this pattern over here, which is the three peaks and a domed house. We were very much knowing that we were at the 27 stage to create that lower high and start falling here for the weeks ahead. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is trading at 26,700 range as I'm recording this video. So I do expect lower prices for Bitcoin, despite a lot of people think that this is an accumulation zone, that we have bottomed here locally from this range and we are going to start running here to the upside. However, I do not see this happening today. We do have the FOMC minutes at 8 o'clock. I personally believe that there is going to be some bearish news, some bearish, events coming in the coming weeks. I'm sorry. And when we do take a look at the DXY is absolutely exploding right now for the last few days. And I do see higher levels for the DXY. Now, of course, the US is going to do whatever it takes to get that strength back to the dollar and have this massive uptrend, right, that is going to come, in my personal opinion, in the next coming months. And of course, this is no longer bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. Every time the DXY has had a massive uptrend for several months, well, of course, Bitcoin has been affected and got into a massive downtrend. So zooming in here on the price of Bitcoin, what are the levels that we need to know in the macro? Where could the price bottom out and find a support level? And this is what we are going to talk about, okay? Well, of course, the most important level when we do zoom out here on the 12 hourly chart is that $25,000 range, which was the highs here in August of 2022 and also in February of this year, where we did get rejected, as you can see. So there's been two proven points of resistance here where the price did get rejected, and if we do come down there, potentially we are going to find some kind of support. Now, unless the price comes down to that $25,000 range or slightly below and consolidates, I will not be bullish, of course. If the price does manage to fall down there in the coming days or couple of weeks, then of course I want to see a consolidation at this range. For example, this naked point of control. Why naked point of control? It was basically a large consolidation that we did have here in March, as you can see, and that range point of control hasn't been hit yet, so we could see a little bit of a reaction. Of course, we do also have those highs that I did mention at the $25,000 range, so the price could get some kind of reaction and sideways action before starting to think bullish, okay? Now, of course, yeah, the price action is almost $2,000 above that level, so it's still very far away and we're probably never going to hit it. Overall, the context here for the last few weeks is still bearish, and we could go to lower levels. We need to understand this. Now, First of all, there are some bigger levels if we lose that naked point of control. The highs here from August of 2022 and the highs here of February of this year. There are some other major levels, but first let's go with this level, okay, because it might hold. If this level doesn't hold, I am looking for a monthly level which is at the $23,000 range, okay. We're still very far away. We're probably not going to hit it. So first of all, big major level of support is that $25,000 range, give or take a few $100 because of volatility, okay? So that is looking at the macro. I'm still leaning slightly bearish here for the next coming days and weeks, despite this large consolidation that we've had, okay, during the last, 10 days approximately at this $27,000 range, up and down. Right now on Bybit, there is a huge prize pool of the Medieval Empires token, the Me token, guys. Over 2 million tokens are being distributed with a spin and win. You are eligible if you sign up, of course, with the link in the description. You do have 25 days. You have a spin here, and you actually have 100% chance of winning. There is 40,000 Me tokens, 20,000, 4,000. There are different prices, okay? You are eligible for this lucky spin, guys. There's a prize pool of 2 million Me tokens. Make sure to take advantage and spin to see if you are going to get one of the big wins. We are going to zoom in on the lower time frames and take a look at what has been happening, all right, the last couple of days. So if we go here to the 4-hourly time frame, all right, I want to explain to you how this range is extreme support. What range? The $26,600 area. We have been trading in between $26,000 and $30,000 for the last 2 to 3 months. And if we do take the fixed volume profile from this entire range, of course, the value area low where there's the most volume, okay, as you can see, after losing this level, volume disappears. This level is exactly at the 26,600, 26,700. We are just holding that level as we speak, okay? So we need to understand that the price of Bitcoin can get a really nice bounce from this level. But overall, if we start losing this range with high volume, we can expect the price to roll down to much lower prices, such as the very low $25,000 area, guys. We need to accept that this is a high possibility. Of course, the price is at support, so that bounce is very much possible, which we're going to analyze here on the lower time frames, of course. Let me just explain to you as well, if the price does manage to drop from this range, the huge gap of volume that there is in between 26,600 and $25,000 lows is huge, okay? That is our next big major support. In between 25,000 and 26,600, there is no volume, and the price could drop very, very fast because there's basically no support, okay? Pretty interesting, pretty easy to understand. So zooming in on lower time frames, I'm going to explain the scenarios that happened in between yesterday and today, where we got this possible fake out of this symmetrical triangle, basically lower highs, higher lows on the price action. We were very much aware in the Legends trading community, okay, on Discord, that this area over here was very strong resistance. It was an untapped daily level from this range over here from the 17th and 18th of May, and we had a large consolidation in price action in between these 2 days, creating a high volume node exactly at $27,400 area where we did get rejected. So we were very much aware that this was a fake out, and that retracement was very much possible that could even come down all the way to this $26,600 range. So basically this was the trading idea, and we could go even lower, right? That with this as a fake out, there's hardly any volume, we're hitting resistance, and we're gonna get that retracement down. We can see some people actually profiting from this major correction, okay? Actually shorting that $27,300 range and making some really nice gains at the Legends trading community. So let's focus right now. Okay, we got rejection. It was a fake out. What are the possibilities now in the next coming hours and days? Well, obviously, like I showed you, all right, we're going to get the fixed range from this major range that we've created here for over 10 days. And basically, we are also at the value area low from this trading range. So if we do see the price action starting to drop during today and tomorrow, losing the value area low, not only from this range, from the range that I just explained a couple of minutes ago, which is from March, okay, which is exactly at this level. If we start losing this level and losing this low over here, I'm telling you already, this is going to be extremely, extremely bearish, and the price action of Bitcoin will likely capitulate. However, if we do get that consolidation at this range, or we tap this low over here and create a failed breakout and start to recover and get back inside of this range, knowing that we are failing to break down in between today and tomorrow, the recovery can be pretty intense, right? We could actually get back inside of the range and try and attempt to go to the value area high. We can actually get this symmetrical triangle out of the way during this video because it's no longer needed, right? We don't want any distractions on the chart. So we're at the value area low, getting that support. As long as we hold this range, there could be an attempt in breaking down from the low created on the 22nd of May and fail to move down and get a massive recovery. Overall, we are hitting that daily level also, which is from the 21st and 22nd of May from these levels, hitting that daily level, getting the consolidation, getting supported from value area low. The possibilities of a major bounce here in the next coming hours is very, very possible, okay? We need to accept that that is a high possibility that we could get that bounce. On the macro, I'm bearish. On the lower time frames, yes, I do see the bulls having a chance in actually holding this level in the immediate short term. So a pump to the $27,000 range is very, very possible, even though the macro environment, okay, going to higher time frames is still very, very bearish, okay, guys? So like I said, I would be expecting potentially a bounce in the short term. Now, what would be the next major resistance level, the major level where we could test? Of course, that would be the value area high to create another lower high at this range. Now, the bullish case scenario, of course, what happens if in the coming days we do break above 27,500 with massive volume? Then, of course, that will be very bullish, okay? At least in the short term, we could find some support levels here at 27,400 range. We'll be breaking all of these lower highs, so the structure will be looking very much bullish as soon as we do get that confirmation, and there could be some really nice long day trades that we could take after having that uptrend confirmation, right? So for the moment, being bearish for the last few weeks, was bearish here yesterday, accepting and knowing that, hey, we got a high chance, we got good risk management to get into a potential short here where we can make 3 to 4 risk to reward and even higher, right? If we do hold part of that trade. I was in that trade yesterday. I re-entered into another trade because I was very defensive, taking most of profits at this range and wanting to hold a small position here just in case we do go to lower levels to profit a little bit more. Now, not much more to be said on the Bitcoin price locally. We could get supported here from the value area low shortly and get a major bounce. The moment we lose this low, which is at $26,500 area, guys, with some pretty intense volume, we can accept that we are likely going to fall very aggressively in a matter of just a few days, okay? Down to the low $25,000 area. However, if we start faking out here, managing to hold this range and consolidating in the next coming hours, couple of days, this is going to be a bullish sign. It's going to be a sign of strength that the bulls are defending this level after a major consolidation here in between 26.5 and 26.7. Then, of course, I would expect a pretty nice relief rally all the way up to $27,000 area and even slightly higher, okay? So we basically still in a massive range trading. We're bouncing from the lows, rejecting from the highs. So we're possibly going to be still in this area for the next coming days. Remember, today we have news. So it's possible that we could break down or get a massive recovery. We don't really know if the news is going to be bullish. The FOMC minutes, will it be bullish or bearish? We don't really know. I am still leaning slightly bearish as we do have the DXY absolutely exploding. We've been bullish with the DXY for the last few weeks, okay? Ever since we were trading and consolidating at this level. I was very much aware of the double bottom scenario, but not only the double bottom, guys, this is only the start of a potential huge reversal for the DXY. The moment it breaks this high of 105 level, this is possibly going to get rejected. It's also a possibility. We're going to have to see what kind of price action we create here. But the moment it breaks these lows over here and breaks the lower high resistance trend line, I can tell you already that there's a bump and run reversal pattern, and the DXY dollar index could absolutely skyrocket. Yes, I know the dollar, the debt that they do have in the US. I know the inflation. People are bearish on the dollar, but they will do anything to save the dollar index, of course, and this could turn into massive bullish scenario for the coming months. And unfortunately, that will be bearish for Bitcoin. For the moment, DXY is in an uptrend. Bitcoin is still trending down for the last few weeks, so we cannot fight against the trend, guys, and what is happening. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Unless we do start breaking above 27,500 right over here, then I will look for bullish case scenarios, and I will be looking for higher levels till we hit some big major resistance zones. Of course, we'll be updating with that if that were to be the case. Thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.